We'll just make sure everything is started everywhere. You see it goes over here. And so it automatically goes live here. It's just live.
Okay.
And then you have to click go live here. Oh, you gotta fucking change a bunch of shit. Hang on. Facebook is annoying, especially for people, especially if you're going live. I wish nobody ever used it just because it's so dumb.
Yeah.
But you don't use Facebook.
I do.
It started with a
But, like,
painting and a cryptic
kids
little
don't
verse.
use Facebook.
Now
Like,
I've
you-
got 50
you
tabs
don't
and
have
a marriage
Facebook.
that's
like your
worse.
friends. You
There's
only
a
have a Facebook
cask in a
because I
park.
made one for you when
I
you were
feel
like,
it in my spine.
born.
Or maybe it's a gas leak. Either way, it's a sign. We
I got a
argue
bunch of
every
stuff.
week about the shape of
I
a
got a bunch
tree.
of stuff together for
Is
you.
that a fence, a flower,
email
or the
addresses
ghost of
and
John D? I told my
domain names and all kinds of
therapist,
stuff
she
because
just
I think
stared
Ted-
for a beat, then handed
Well,
me
like,
a shovel
kids don't have Facebook.
and
What the
whispered,
fuck? What do you
"Dig
use?"
deep."
Snapchat.
It's the secret
But that goes away.
podcast where theories go to
That's exactly
die.
why they use it.
We're confident wrong and barely get by.
I don't
We've got
care. I'm
maps
just
and probes and
general,
caffeine shakes
Why not?
and a
You
detailed
guys
chart
don't
of
really see the
stupid
point of
spelling
making
mistakes.
posts
It's the
on a website.
secret podcast. We promise it's not a cult,
So do you like Instagram?
but we do have
Facebook?
shirts and a
You use
Discord
Facebook. But
and a
like
vault.
none of your friends are on Facebook.
Well,
You're
they're
just
all
talking to
Facebook.
old
Some
people.
folks dig for treasure,
talking
we
like
dig
your
for proof
I got my friends on
that a
Facebook. They
lion
have it.
in
It's just like
Milwaukee
the primary
is
thing
absolute
that people
truth.
post on
We've got
Snapchat.
spreadsheets, lore, and emotional
like, make a
decay,
Snapchat.
but no actual casks, and that's
Well, like,
okay.
say I want to get, like, I want
If
to
Byron
reach the
can
youth.
see us now, I hope he's proud, or at least
I
mildly
should have a Snapchat.
entertained by the crowd. We've searched, we've theorized, we've made
Like, if I want
some
to bring the
noise,
joy
and
of the
spent
secret
rent
to the
and money on
youth,
broken shovels and
what do I need to do?
toys.
We are
Instagram,
spiritually
because
rich,
unlike
but if
Facebook,
you'd
they
like to make
actually
us
do
slightly
use
less
that for
poor,
some
we do
odd
have a
reason.
Patreon.
Alright.
And then Snapchat if you need to
It's
make
the
like one
secret podcast where theories go to die.
But then, like, have no one ever remember it ever
We're
again.
confident
Because that's the thing, like, you
barely
clear
get
things up
by.
once,
We've got
and then in 8 hours it goes away. You gotta clear that shit up again. That's something that I've learned in The Secret. You can't just clear something up once.
It's
You gotta do it over and over and over
We
again.
promise
I know that.
it's not a cult,
Yeah.
but we do hold meetups
So,
and
okay.
blame the Fairmont by
So-
default.
Snapchat, Instagram, nothing else, huh?
YouTube definitely. I mean, everybody uses it.
Well, we're on YouTube.
Yes.
So-
Yeah, I can tell.
It's over. It's on the bottom.
Oh,
So yeah, people think the music is pretty dope. It is. I like it.
do you do Twitch?
Do I do Twitch? I do not do Twitch.
Kick. For some reason, people use Kick.
Kick?
Yes.
I thought only scammers use Kick.
No, some people do Kick.
All right. Dave wants to know if you still have the fire truck bed.
It is taken apart and put on the roof of the garage, and will be there till the foreseeable future.
Not the roof.
It's like this. There's like ceiling, like
It's
wooden
this- yeah,
beams, and we
exactly.
just balanced them there. We had no room in my room to
Yeah.
rebuild it.
Crawl space. All right.
Yeah,
Is
like
that
crawl
Jason?
space.
That is Jason. Yeah. What's the topic tonight? He had questions, so don't ask me. Ask him. We're approaching The Secret as a child. George, you should start speedrunning on Twitch. You think I should speedrun on Twitch? You've watched me play video games. Would that be
Yes.
interesting?
Like speedrun the newest Assassin's Creed game you're playing.
Do you want me to play like a 60-hour speedrun?
No, you can do it in like parts if you want.
What game would I speedrun?
So really popular long-term speedrunning games is Fallout 4, but if you want to do something
Long-term?
shorter,
What is a long-term
if you like, if you want to play big games like New Vegas and Fallout 4 do well,
That's a big game still?
they're
That's like
considered
20
pretty
years
big.
old, isn't it?
Fallout 4's 10.
All right. Well,
Like games are getting big, huge.
yeah. What about in that cabinet? Like, if I was going to speedrun something from over there, we do have an arcade machine. We could speedrun some shit in there.
Mario Bros.
Dude,
What?
Mario Brothers world record's like 4 minutes 23 seconds. I can't beat that.
Oh. Contra.
Very hard. Okay.
Dungeons and Dragons. That's even harder.
Do the Ninja Turtles, Friday the 13th, and Ghostbusters.
It's actually not...
Ghostbusters. That would be difficult. Ninja Turtles, Friday the 13th is not too bad. Ghostbusters would be hard. All right. So you have questions. I have answers. You wanted to do this. So, like this, I want to make this very clear. I'm not exploiting a child. Do you consider yourself a child? If I call you a child, is that insulting?
No.
Are you a young man? Is
no.
that's what like old women call, like when I was your age, young like old women would be like, "Hello, young man," and I'd be like, "What the fuck, dude? I'm just a." So what do you want me to call you?
Just
Jason?
son. I don't know. Son.
All right. So you wanted this. You asked for a Sunday Funday, which was weird because you've only ever done that once before.
Yeah, I was like 13.
I think you were younger than that.
Pretty sure it was 13.
I don't know.
It was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, maybe a little more. So what do you want to know?
Well, I mean, I already know what the secret is. Like, we already know it's a big treasure hunt. Started in like 79.
Not that big. 82. But you're close.
It was 79.
No, it's 82.
Back in 82, John Palencar started making paintings and hiding clues in them. Who was I know this girl, she wrote the book. What was her name?
Her name was Byron.
Byron?
She is a guy.
Oh, I know there was this one other girl that was associated with it.
You're probably thinking of Jo Ellen.
Yes, Jo Ellen.
Yeah, she made sculptures.
Oh, wait, is that the sculpture we have out there with like the weird white lady with the black dress? Oh,
Yeah, do you like it?
I love it.
Are you being serious right
Yes.
now? You really like it?
I like it.
Do you like Jo Ellen's work? We got a couple of paintings too.
Yes.
Like the oyster painting that used to hang outside your room when we lived in Palencar. She did that. Actually, so the first time I ever talked to Jo Ellen, here's a fun story for you. I knew Jo Ellen's art, not just from The Secret. Like I had found it through The Secret, but I liked her art. And she had this painting. I can't remember the name of it. She has strange names for paintings. But it's this like big oyster and a small oyster, and they're holding hands looking at the ocean. And I told Jo Ellen, I was like, I love that painting. It actually stole it from Jo Ellen and made it my background on my computer. I was like, because it reminds me of me and my son, like going to the beach and hanging out, like I'm showing you the world or whatever. And I was like, do you still have it? Can I buy it from you? She's like, no, I haven't had that painting in years. And then like 2 weeks later, a really, really high quality print of it shows up at the house.
Oh.
Yeah. She just sent it.
That was nice of her.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very nice of her. She's done a lot of very nice things. She's a very sweet lady. Yeah. So anyway, keep going. You know, there was a lady who made the book named Byron. It's funny to me because I've been doing this for so long, and obviously you've been in my life, and you don't know shit about this book. Like people, because I feel like people who listen and like who interact with me online think this is all I talk about. I feel like because people go up to Rachel when we're out and they're like, Rachel, tell me secrets. I know you know what George thinks, and she's like, I don't know shit. So it's funny to show people like, no, for real. Even my own son doesn't know. Oh, Dave asked if I've ever taken you on a dig.
Yes, 2018.
Wasn't he in a couple? Yeah, we went to North Carolina.
Yeah, I remember this one memory. We got pulled over, and the officer like looked into the car because I had like a plastic flintlock.
And, dude, you pointed it at him and went bang.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. So Jason was like 7, 8. I don't know, 8 maybe.
Yeah, 8.
And we were in Roanoke. Oh my god. And this was like right after Rachel's birthday, because her tag expired and we didn't realize it. So we're leaving Roanoke. We're legitimately like on Roanoke Island, on Manio, heading off the island, and we get pulled over by the highway patrol for an expired tag. And we're like, it's not expired. And it had expired the day before. And anyway, So this cop is like walking up to the car and he's like talking to me, and it's obvious I'm not going to get out of this ticket. And I didn't. And I had to go back to court a month later.
Oh.
Because I was with the fire department at the time. And he was talking about like it was an expired tag. And then when I went to pull off of the road, I like didn't come to a, like, because when he pulled me over, I made a right and I didn't come to a full and complete stop or some shit. I don't know. But he got me for that and for the ticket, and it was like a bunch of points on my license. And I remember, like, if I just pay this, I can't drive fire trucks anymore. So I had to go to court, and it was nuts. Anyway, so the cop's up there, and he's writing this ticket, and he looks back at Jason, and Jason's in the back seat with his flintlock pistol like this, and he just goes bang.
That's not how I remember it. I remember it's just in the floorboard.
No, dude, you pointed it at the cop and went bang. And that cop freaked. I'm pretty sure that's why I got a ticket.
It was just cheap plastic.
I know.
And it had a giant orange ring on it.
It was a flintlock, yes. I got it, yeah. But no, and you used to go to the amphitheater too. We would
Yeah, I
sword
love
fight.
that place.
We would sword fight and shit at the.
But I mean, real question: where would you even find a functioning flintlock?
I mean, you can get them. You can get brand new functioning flintlocks.
What?
Yeah, they still make them. Black powder rifles, they still make them.
Okay.
So yeah, but yeah, we used to go to the amphitheater a lot, and we would sword fight. Because you made swords, and we would sword fight there.
Yeah.
You went to the Fountain of Youth a couple of times.
Many times.
Yeah. I don't think you've been any. Did you ever go to Charleston?
No.
Okay. Which one was your favorite?
Just out of trips in general.
Yeah.
North Carolina.
Was that because you've actually found treasure there?
No. It's because it's the only one I can properly remember.
Oh. Well, you did find treasure there.
I know. I just don't know what happened to it. Because, like, I had it for, like, maybe a couple of months.
Do you want the honest opinion?
What happened?
Okay, so what you found was this puzzle, really, really complicated Reddit puzzle by this guy whose name I won't give out. And I was working on it for a long time, and it ended up that there was a prize buried in Roanoke, right? So we were like, screw it, we're already going to Roanoke. Let's go ahead and just dig this up. So we went down and I dug it up, and it was a Raspberry Pi inside of a case, and there was a note and some painted rocks, which I still have up there somewhere, and a Queen Elizabeth tin. There's a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
in it.
those were the rocks that I was remembering.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what happened to those green ones.
They're up there. They're blue.
Oh,
They're
I
up there
remember the
somewhere.
green one. A green one and a yellow one.
No, they were all blue.
You're talking about that one. I remember he had like almost not like.
Oh yeah, he had
like
gems. He had
gemstones.
gems in it.
Weren't worth much.
Those are around somewhere. So the Raspberry Pi, what you had to do was take it and turn it on, and then it was built to transmit a radio signal, right? So you had to just power it up, and you tune your radio to a specific station, and it would play this code, and then you had to decode the code. It was like a cipher. But you found that, and I decoded the code, and then the game kind of stopped. Like he got hurt, and he couldn't make the game anymore. He got hurt really bad, and he couldn't make the game anymore. So the game kind of stopped. So your prize is now our DNS sinkhole in our server. That's what it is.
It was fun though.
Yeah. You're the only ones who have ever actually dug up treasure between the two of us. I've been doing this for years.
I did it first ago.
Yeah, first time out.
Real question is that I know there's these casks. I always called them caskets for like years.
Yeah.
And these casks, like I know there's one buried at St. Augustine, Charleston, New Orleans, Chicago. That one was dug up. Where are the other places? I know San Francisco.
Yeah, San Francisco.
Ontario.
Montreal.
Oh, Montreal. Potato. Just
Houston, Texas.
Houston.
Milwaukee.
Oh, right,
There was
Milwaukee.
one in Charleston. New York. There was one in Boston.
So basically just
Roanoke.
So just historically important cities.
Yeah. Yeah, cities where like immigration stories are real important. Like Charleston is where a bunch of most of the slaves that came to America came through Charleston.
Yeah, and a lot of the French are from New Orleans.
Yeah,
and
there's
Haitians.
yeah, yeah.
And then the Spanish were not Roanoke.
Here.
St. Augustine.
Roanoke was the British.
Yes, and so was Salem and
Yeah, there's
Plymouth.
like it gets really flaky once you start. Like once you get past those few, it gets real flaky. Like
wasn't like New York originally like New Amsterdam from the Dutch?
yeah, Montreal. So they gave the Dutch to Montreal, which is fine. Montreal is very heavily Dutch. Germans for Milwaukee, which works.
I remember the Swedish had a couple colonies here, like a tiny amount.
Yeah, but that's Swedish are not involved.
Yeah.
Russians for New York.
I thought that was Alaska,
Nah, we're going with New York.
and I thought Italians were for New York.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But in the secret, Italians are in Boston. But Irish should be Boston, right? But they've got Irish for Chicago. But you would think like when I think New York, I think Italians. When I think Boston, I think like the Fighting Irish. But no, it's that's what I mean. Like it gets a little hazy and finicky. Like they've got Persians for Texas, for Houston.
What?
Yeah, it's like I don't know. So yeah. But then again, like I can see like weird 80s thought. Like if you think Byron put a lot of thought into this puzzle, some of this stuff doesn't make any sense, right?
Yes.
Like Persians or Araby. He called it Araby for Houston. That doesn't make any sense. But in the 80s, we knew
You guys had World Atlas, so you didn't know what everything was called.
we knew what things were called, Jason. But that part of the globe, that section of sort of heritage, we knew for oil.
Yes. Well,
And what do we know Houston for?
really
oil.
large portions and just America.
Oh, because everything's bigger than in Texas? That's funny.
Apparently.
Yeah, so it gets a little hazy, but there's part of the book that outlines all this for you. You know, the front part of the book spells all this shit out for you. So by the time you get from like the start of the book to the verses, you already know all this stuff. You know, you've already got a pretty good idea what cities you're looking in and what nationality, what immigration group you're looking for.
Yeah, my real concern is that maybe were a lot of these things buried near the shore? Because if so, wouldn't they just get washed away by storms?
There's one that people think was buried near the shore and was washed away by recent storms. Not
What was that?
Roanoke.
Oh, Roanoke.
People.
We did not find Roanoke. We found that.
No, we did not find Roanoke. Shh. No, we did not find Roanoke. People think that it was buried by the shore, by the sea, and it was washed away due to erosion.
Classic
erosion. Classic erosion. What else?
So I know the people that buried him. So
The people. There was only one person.
who was the actual person that buried him?
Byron.
Okay. So I know Byron, he said, like, we're going to bury these all across the country. Why did he go to Montreal, of all places?
I don't know. It's a good question. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. There's a couple of schools of thought. All right. Number one, if you're a publisher, which Byron was, you can either market your book to America, or you can double your marketable territory by putting one in Canada as well. Then Canadians can join.
Then why didn't they do like the Houston one and like bring it to Mexico?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. I'm not Byron. The other thing, one of the people who worked on the book, so there's a couple parts to this book. There's the front of the book and what we call the back of the book, right? And one of the guys who worked on the back of the book was from Montreal. Like he was in college there. He like lived there for a while. He wrote there a lot. He in fact went to college across the street from where we think the Montreal cask is buried.
Oh.
So, it may be a convenience thing. Like Sean Kelly's already there. You can just fly up. You have your meeting or whatever with Sean Kelly. You bury the thing, or Sean Kelly can tell you where to bury it, or he's got connections or whatever. More than likely, the reason to bury one in Canada was either convenience or to double your market.
Yeah. I mean, if these things were all culturally important, okay, I was gonna ask why not Miami and not St. Augustine, but St. Augustine's a lot more important culturally.
Yeah, Miami has.
Historically.
Yeah,
They got like nothing,
yeah, nothing really.
or at least nothing
They
anymore.
got really good Cuban sandwiches.
That's about it.
We have a meetup there
But yeah, I'm not.
next weekend. Yeah, you're not going.
I don't want to go to Miami anyway.
Why not?
It's too much for me. I'm used to Jacksonville being called big. Okay, my brain can't comprehend.
Jacksonville's much bigger than Miami.
Yeah, it spans an entire county, but downtown Miami is a lot larger than downtown Jacksonville.
No, I'm pretty sure that Miami is the largest city in America.
No, that's Jacksonville.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant to say. Jacksonville. Jacksonville, I'm pretty sure, is the largest city in America.
They keep saying mainland America.
Yeah, because, well, I mean, I can't think of anything in Alaska or Hawaii that would be larger.
Fort Yukon? No. Anchorage? No.
No, Anchorage is definitely not larger. Oh, we have questions. Let's see what our questions are. Jason should go to college at McGill. Do you want to go to college in Canada?
I was gonna go to like St. John's River and do business like Destiny did.
That'd be pretty good.
Maybe management.
Thank you. I know it's there. Louis. George, do you think that New York is in Manhattan? I think Manhattan's in New York. I know what she's trying to say.
Yeah.
I know what he's trying to say.
What they're trying to say.
But do you think New York is in Manhattan? No. I think Manhattan is in New York.
Well, Manhattan is pretty much its own thing at this point.
Do you think where, like, if you were gonna go to New York City and bury a cast, you know about the boroughs, right?
Yes.
Which borough would you bury? Where would you bury?
Oh no, boroughs. I don't know.
Yeah, like
boroughs.
Queens and Brooklyn. And,
Oh, you're talking about like the districts.
yeah, they're called boroughs.
The Bronx.
You would bury in the Bronx? Why?
I don't know.
Just because you like the name? The
Yes.
Bronx.
The Bronx.
All right.
Or wait, what was that island where like all the immigrants kept coming through?
Coney Island. Oh, you're talking about Ellis Island.
Ellis Island. Bury it there.
There you go, guys. Ellis Island.
Hey, that's where we all came from.
Well, for the longest time, people thought it was buried on Ellis Island.
And it wasn't.
Well, we don't know. You can't really dig on Ellis Island.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So maybe in the 80s you could, but now you can't. So it's really hard to prove one way or another because, you know, what are you going to do? But a lot of the image matches, a lot of the stuff in the painting, in and around Ellis Island.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, more questions. Barry one in San Francisco.
Didn't they already?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think he's talking about something else. We weren't trying to claim Canada as the 51st state back then. Okay.
I love that.
Jason, do you like The Secret?
Yes.
Be honest.
Yes.
Okay, because no one else in this house likes it, right? Except for me. It's me and you, and no one else likes it.
Mm-hmm.
What does Destiny think about The Secret?
I think she's too busy trying to get her educate. Oh wait, no, she already graduated.
But she shared her opinions.
I don't know them.
Okay. All
I
right.
never asked her.
All right.
And then Rachel, I think I asked her, and she just said either she was just too busy, or I don't know.
Yeah.
I remember asking, but I don't really remember the answer. So I assume it was too busy because this was when her out of home job closed.
So you have several questions. One person wants to know who you are.
I'm his child.
He's my child.
I'm his 15-year-old child.
I own him. I purchased him.
I am. Yeah, he just summoned me from the underworld.
That same person wanted to know what your favorite Nirvana song was.
Shaped box.
A solid answer. Solid answer.
I mean, it's not my favorite band.
No. In fact,
No.
I made you get that shirt.
Yeah. I am a...
Has Jason ever been to the Anderson Mall?
No. I only lived in Anderson for like what 6 months.
I mean, you've been to the Anderson Mall.
Oh, I don't remember it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you made me get this.
A guy
shit.
named Paul wants to know if he could share a solve tonight. I don't really have anywhere for you to stream. I'm not like, we're not in a Zoom meeting. I just have a camera. I mean, I can set that up. If you really want to come on and share a solve, you just let me know and I'll set it up. But it'll take me a minute. You have to be like, really want to do it. Do you like Creed?
Creed is in the band.
Yeah.
Never even listened to him. I'm an Eminem fan.
I have raised you correctly.
Like I listen to a very wide variety of bands, from Metallica to Nirvana to Linkin Park to Eminem.
Wait, your dad made you get the shirt. Kinda, not really.
I like Nirvana, but I didn't like choose to grab the shirt. He just grabbed it and just went off at like Kohl's.
Just school shopping at Kohl's.
It looks nice though.
It does.
He got me a Sublime t-shirt. Didn't even know who they were.
Yeah, you're a little young for Sublime.
Yeah. Wait, but
like another year or two, and you'll be alright.
I mean, I like Rammstein. I think I can handle Sublime.
Yeah, Sublime just has themes that you'll understand more in the next year or so.
Is it like something political,
No.
or is it something like Circle Jerk or something? Like
Circle Jerk's the band.
Yes.
Not Circle Jerk the thing.
I don't want to go into that.
Got it.
I'm talking about the band.
No, it's just a lot of drugs.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of drugs. Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go.
Okay.
I still think it's awesome that you know who Circle Jerks the band is.
Yes. I mean, you even got me a t-shirt for it, so I just researched it.
Jason, how confident are you that the verses and the pictures are matched correctly?
What are you talking about?
The verses and the pictures for the verses and the paintings for The Secret.
Oh, like, I think they tie well.
You got a good reason for that?
Not really. They're just poetic, so I just think they're pretty
So
good.
you've been around. You haven't really like paid attention, but you've been around secret people a lot. Like you've heard conversations with like John Palencar, for instance. You've heard conversations with John Michaels. And you've met a bunch of people that do the podcast, and you met a lot of people who just like The Secret, right? Have you ever in your memory heard any of us, for any reason, use a verse with a painting that it's not normally associated with?
No.
There's probably a good reason for that.
Okay.
So, Kathy wants to know why you wanted to talk on Sunday Funday, and Evie wants to know if you like the Insane Clown Posse.
What's the Insane Cloud Posse?
It's a band.
I mean, I know Lorna Shore. I think I would know that, but nope.
No, Lorna Shore, you don't know the Insane Clown Posse. I have raised a good child.
I am a cultured soul. Okay.
Why did you want to do Sunday Funday?
It just felt fun. And also, I have a lot of very important questions.
Well, you haven't asked any of them.
Because I need a definitive answer from not just you.
Oh, who do you need the answer from?
Both you and these people.
Okay. Well, so you want answers from them too.
Sure.
All right. Well, they're in chat. Like you can read it. Chat's popping up. You can read it. What are these questions that are just burning your soul that you just have to have an answer to?
There's somebody saying, how are they tied together? And I'm like, genetically?
No,
Based on DNA?
I feel the no. He said I feel the parks where the treasures are buried are outlined in the paintings. Oh, confident that the verse. Oh, he wants to know how they're tied together, but that's a long conversation.
There's some Dave Jedlicka, is that how it's pronounced?
Don't ask me to
I'm
pronounce
really
it.
sorry. It's just sorry, Dave. Yes, I think I've held a cask before.
Yeah, you've held Rob's and Brian's.
Oh yeah, so two. And I still have no clue what was in them.
I've held
No, you held the original.
5. I've held 5.
Wait, we found 5?
No. We've only found 3.
Yeah, I know we found 3.
I have
but
held,
was like,
I have held Boston, Chicago, Cleveland.
Wait,
I've held the tribute cask.
wait a minute. How do you find 5 when we've only found 3?
Well, I'm explaining this. I've found Boston. I've held Boston, Cleveland, and Chicago.
Okay.
I've held the tribute cask, and I've held John Palencar's prototype.
Oh, so these weren't buried. Okay.
No, two of the 5 were not buried.
Real question is,
Well, one of those 2 was eventually buried. But
my question is, how well known is Palencar?
his work is known, but his name is not known as much as his work. You know, like his work is on a lot of very popular books, so you know his work when you see it, but he doesn't. You know how some artists like Banksy or whatever, right? He publicizes his art, but he publicizes himself just as much. So you know who you don't know who he is, but you know
He just does the art.
yeah, you know about him. Yeah, John's the exact opposite. John is like, appreciate the art. I'm gonna go back to my cave.
Okay.
So, is he like, you won't know him? Like if he's just walking around in a crowd and you really like his art, you're not gonna know him. You're not gonna recognize him, but you'll recognize his art.
Okay. I mean, he makes some pretty abstract art.
He does. Some of his art's a little weird.
I mean, look at the St. Augustine painting. It's just a conquistador on top of a rock.
Yeah.
Like, it took a long time for me to understand it, but then did we see like a number 13 or something?
There's some numbers in it. Yeah.
Like inside, like carved into the rock.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's about it. Like, the only thing that correlates that to St. Augustine in my puny brain is the conquistador.
And the gigantic fort.
Yeah. What for?
The fort on the flag.
Oh, right, yeah. That one.
Yeah. And, the latitude and longitude coordinates. There's a lot of stuff in there. And the fact that John Palencar called it the St. Augustine painting.
Yeah.
So.
I never saw the name. I mean, I know we have Palencar pieces in this house that don't have anything to do with the secret.
Yeah. That's true.
Like, not all of his work is secret related.
Most of his work isn't.
Oh, they just, like, got him to say, hey, do you want to do, like, this little pastime thing?
Well, it was when he was in college. Byron hired him to do the secret. To do 12 paintings and then a bunch of, like, drawings. So it was a long time ago.
Okay.
So what other questions do you have for the masses?
Where do you think it is in St. Augustine? This guy, a girl
That's
or guy,
that's
Tara Chapman.
Tara Chapman's a very nice lady. I believe you have met Tara Chapman.
Oh.
She sends king cakes, the king cakes that we devoured. Yes.
Right. I believe it's somewhere near or in the Fountain of Youth. Or it could be at the old grounds where the Timucuan once were. That's where I believe they are.
Timucuan?
I thought it was the Timucuan.
I think it's Timucuan.
Oh, I thought it was Timucuan.
One of us is right. And it's probably the one that can pronounce shit. I don't know. Yeah. So what are your questions?
I mean, I've asked a lot of...
But yeah, but you said you had burning questions for everybody.
Burning questions. Well, I mean, I've already asked those burning questions, like where they are, who John Palencar is. How did this get started? Like, I know you guys started the podcast like 2016, 2017. What made you do it?
John?
That was
Michaels?
it? That's it.
So what made us start the podcast? Do you want the public story or what really happened?
I guess what really happened, I guess.
Well, okay. So what really happened was there was a work group that was on Facebook it was John and a bunch of other people, and there was I was not in this. I was not around at that time. Like, I was around, but I wasn't in the group. I wasn't even I wasn't friends with John, nothing.
Okay.
There was some shady stuff that happened, and that group split apart. And John decided that, because John Michaels, you met John, right? A couple of times?
Yeah.
You were young. Yeah. He was not the best idea man in the world, right? Like, he didn't have the best ideas about the hunt. He wasn't the best at, like, solving clues, But what he was really, really good at was organizing, right? He was able to organize groups that could overcome problems that people couldn't overcome on their own.
So he's like the polar opposite of me.
Yeah.
I got great ideas. I'm the ideas guy, but I'm horrible at organizing.
Yeah, he was really good at execution. So what he decided was he was like, that group that they were in before that had the problems, they had good ideas, but they couldn't really do anything about them. And he was like, what we need is a group of people, a group of 12 people, basically. Each one in a cask city, but each one also a smart person who's good at puzzles, who can work on things. And he's like, and then what we can do is once a month, like every month, we can focus on one puzzle, and whoever's local can just go out and check every single idea we've got. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So that's how the podcast group started. Brian and Andy were in that group. Brian was focusing on St. Augustine, even though he was in Naples, and Andy was working on New York. And then I came along. This guy named TJ Gray, who was in the group, really liked me, and had worked with me a bunch before, and he kind of vouched for me and got me in the group. And I became the St. Augustine guy. So then we were working, and Brian and Andy were there, and Brian and Andy were like, guys, we're filming a TV show with Expedition Unknown. This is going to get pretty big. And they were like, most of the stuff that we've seen on the show is wrong. And we need to figure out a way when all of these people come on board to be able to present the secret, like what we know now, stuff that's not old information, stuff that's not incorrect. I'll give you an example, because when I say stuff they were presenting is wrong, you'll think like, oh, the clues that they had that they were solving were just wrong. And that's not the case, right? In the first episode of Expedition Unknown, they presented Roanoke as having a cask, right? But they presented it as Roanoke, Virginia, and not Roanoke, North Carolina. So, like, they had some pretty major things wrong.
Real quick, my other question. Oh, were you not finished?
I'm not done yet. It's a long story, man. But we gotta fill time. You got time. It's just live stream. People are just chilling out. So, anyway, they got some stuff wrong. So we were all coming up with ways to try to figure out how to get all of this information out in a easily digestible way, right? Because searchers that would come on, we would either have to tell them go back and read 20 years worth of forum messages, or we could figure out some condensable, consumable way to get this information to them. So John wanted to build a website. John was like, let's build a website that has all the information about the cities on it. And I wanted to do a YouTube channel where we would do basically like a podcast for video podcast. And this guy named Mark, John didn't want to get on video. And this guy named Mark was like, we'll just do an audio podcast, because John was already a sound engineer, so he could make it sound good.
So then, like,
So that's how the podcast started.
So just make a long story short, that's how it started.
Yeah. I didn't make the long story short. To make a long story long, that's how it started.
So another question is, what's in the casks? Like, what's in them?
A key?
Okay, a key to what?
Nothing. It's a ceramic key.
Okay, and what else?
It represents...
Oh.
It represents, like, the gem, right? So, like, you turn in the ceramic key, you get the gem.
Okay, but, like, what else is in it?
Nothing.
And how much is the gem worth?
Not much. Less than $1,000.
Like, I kept getting a lot of sources, and these sources kept telling me there was, like, $12,000 worth of stuff in there.
No. So, the Chicago gem, the only two that we have are both worth, I think the Chicago gem was worth $400, and the sapphire in St. Augustine is worth maybe $6.
So we're doing this for fun?
Yeah.
For the sake of fun?
I don't know how much fun it is, but we're doing it for something, but it's not money.
We're just doing it so that way we just feel like we have a job to do.
Yeah. I feel like I do it a lot because I feel like I'm obligated, and I don't know why. But I do. I feel like I'm obligated to people to keep doing it.
All right.
Okay. Let's see if you got any comments.
Quite a few I noticed. Sistine Chapel.
I love how the comments stopped while you were telling the backstory.
Houston says hello.
Oh yeah, this guy's a teacher. He teaches it to kids your age
And
and
I
younger.
looked up at FB.
You need clips. No, it's in the men's account, yeah.
I need clips now.
Oh, the comments have started back up. Oh, look, somebody says I'm generous. That's very nice. Have you had the 3 cast finders sign your secret book? Yes.
Wait, somebody says we are keeping our ADHD brains busy. I have ADD.
Me too.
I have this. Wait, and for some reason I'm autistic. Don't know why, but apparently it's Tylenol. Apparently Tylenol makes you autistic.
So yeah, people are saying it's fun. That's why we do it, because it's fun.
Oh, it's a lot of money you spent to have fun.
I mean, people spend a lot of money to have fun.
True.
Like hobbies
Car
are
guys.
expensive.
Yeah, from like building computers to modifying cars to
Yeah, man.
going on boat trips and country clubs,
Yeah.
golfing,
Yeah.
tennis,
Uh.
racquetball.
So yeah. Any other
Right.
questions? Now you figured out how the podcast started. What do you want to know? Do you want to know more about the podcast? Do you want to know more about the hunt? You want to know how things happened? Because you've just happened, like in your life, there's a lot of weird shit that's just happened. Do you want to know how it happened?
I mean, what I did notice is that we had like a lot of secret members that like I was kind of close with too. I've seen before, but then they just kind of like came and went.
Yeah.
Though, like the biggest example is Bradley, and I know not to and like I know it wasn't great turn. I just don't know what happened.
With Bradley,
Yeah, because he was a great guy.
he is an awesome guy. And I don't really know what happened either. Like I was in a weird place when Bradley left. I was working with labor, like when I was managing labor finders, and it was the worst job I've ever had. I fucking hated it. I was constantly screaming at everybody. I was constantly angry, but I was also, while I was doing that, I was also working with John, and it was before I was comfortable working with John, back when everything had to be a secret, because I didn't know. I'd had a lot of people who would like sort of like John would say something and then I would tell it to some people and they would make it public out of context, and it was a big huge to do. So I got it in my head that just whatever was said, don't say anything, right? So I was very like I was angry, and I was also in my head and being very private and kind of being an asshole because of that. Right? Like a lot because of my job. Like I was so angry at my job that I was just kind of an asshole to everybody. And I think it drove a wedge between me and Bradley that that wedge got wider and deeper because I was still being an asshole and we weren't addressing what was going on. Like I remember a couple of times when he came down, I was just like he would come down for the weekend and I was just not in a good place, you know? So I think that's what happened. It was just a really bad time, and I don't know.
Yeah.
But then again, like I think Bradley was fed up with a lot of stuff that was going on too, not necessarily just with me, but other stuff. Yeah. It's my fault probably.
And
So-
my guess is he's probably never gonna come back.
I don't know. Never say never.
Yeah, because I mean he used to come here a lot, like to this house. Got along very well with him.
Yeah, Bradley's a great guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, never say never. I always I talked to Chris Preacher and Nadine and Kim.
They're familiar.
You know their names. I talked to them about it quite a bit, and it's just like you got to give people time. You got to shit happens, and sometimes you got to give it some time to get over it. Yeah, that's about it.
I think Dave is asking, how is your married life?
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it is pretty good.
But just like Kathy said, people come and go a lot too. Like there's been a lot of people who have helped out with the podcast or helped out with the groups, and like the secret is not a long-term investment for most people. They stick around for a year or so and then they're gone. once, like, people come in all excited that they're going to solve everything, and then when they realize they're not,
They just leave.
they either get a little crazy or they leave. And they tend to be like the ones that get a little crazy are like, I've already solved it all, and you can't get these casks, or I don't care, I'm not going to tell you, and you guys are all morons. And that's all they do is constantly insult others and say that they've solved them all, or they just dip.
Just give up.
Yeah. So, anyway. What else?
I'm trying to think, actually. Like,
I am an open book. You can ask anything you want.
I know, but I'm like a fish with a 6-second memory span. You gotta give me a second.
Got it.
So there was Bradley. I really just don't know who the cast are. Like, just people who just, like, come out with you.
Yeah, you don't know who these people are?
And also, like, people that are on, like, talking with you on these podcasts.
It changes a lot. Well, you know Brett.
Yeah, I know Brett.
We played video games at Brett's house.
Yeah,
That
I
was fun.
literally stayed, like, spent the nights in the back house, and then I woke up and played on his weird, like, arcade table.
Brett's one of the guys that'll never go away. Like, he doesn't pop into the secret very much, but in our lives, never go away. You don't know, you never met Matt, but Matt's another one of those guys and never go away. Chris is one of those guys that'll never go away. Nadine and Kim will never go away. But yeah, you're right. There are a lot of people who just pop in and out, and you know, they're here for various reasons, and then they either get what they want or they don't, and then they leave.
Okay.
You know Brian
I know Brian.
Mills, Beard Brian,
Hi, Brian.
with the green truck. Yeah,
Yeah, I love that thing.
it is a cool truck,
Yeah.
and it's full of guns.
My truck is pretty much the same. It's just like 20 years older than it.
He's Brandon from Boston, but he's never met me. That's what he said. It's fine. We'll go to Boston eventually. Dude, did you hear about the flight thing that we bought?
What? Like who? Like for the poop cruise?
No. So Frontier is the worst airline in the world.
I thought that was
Spirit?
Ryanair.
Ryanair's
Southwest.
overseas. Southwest is amazing. Don't ever talk about Southwest.
Delta.
Delta is also amazing.
No, I'm saying Delta is American.
So Frontier is the worst airline in America.
Aren't they trying to employ like those stand-up seats in economy class?
Yeah,
Where,
but they're cheap. They're cheap.
they're like $5.
Well, not that cheap, but like I could fly. If I were to fly from here to San Francisco on like Delta or Southwest, it would be $500-600 and get a return trip. Or I could do it for like 150 on Spirit or on Frontier. So anyway, Frontier has this thing called Fly Anywhere, which is this package where you spend like $300 and you get basically free flights for the next year and a half. So Rachel and I did that. So now we can travel around and see our friends and go to cast cities as much as we want.
I mean, I always thought Southwest was worse because apparently they don't have like actual like seating charts.
No, yeah, you just go and you sit in whatever seat you get.
So it's pretty much just all economy class.
Well, you can do upgrades, I think, in Southwest. I don't know. I never did the upgrade.
Wouldn't that spark just like a ton of arguments? Like, hey man, this is my seat. And like,
Not
prove
really,
it.
because there's no assigned seats, you know?
I know, but what if you're sitting in that seat and then you decide to go to the very back of the plane to use the bathroom, and then you come back and some guy is sitting in your seat?
Well, once you get to the seat, it's your seat. It's fine.
Oh.
So yeah, now people want us to come to Michigan and Boston.
Can I go with you?
Where do you want to go? Where do you
Boston.
So if you had to go to like, I keep telling you that you can go with us on one of these cast trips, but then they never work out because you always got school or something. What secret city do you want to go to?
New York.
You want to go to New York?
Yes, and not just for the secret. I've always just
Yeah, I
wanted to
figured.
go there.
Yeah, if you go to New York, it's like that's the thing. Whenever I go to these secret cities, the last thing I want to do is talk about the secret.
Like, dude, the one of, if not like the biggest reason I want to go is literally just Times Square. I just want to stand there.
It's not as cool as you think.
I know, but I still want to see all the ads popping in my face. I mean, I see them all the time anyway.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we can go to Times Square. It's fine. And then Boston, apparently we have to go to Boston. Do you want to go to Boston? It was a lot of fun. You would probably like Boston.
I know I'd love Boston. If we're going to New York, if it's ever in September, could we stop by the memorial for a minute?
Everybody went to the 9/11 memorial?
Yes.
Everybody wants to go there. I hate that place. Yeah, we can go.
I think it's a great place to be.
I think that America did not take care of its firefighters, and America forgot about those. Like the firefighters that for 9/11 gave everything. The ones that are the ones that passed away, and the ones that are still alive that are fighting cancer and various other illnesses, just because they were brave enough to help people during 9/11. And then America just fucking forgot about them and have ignored them for years. And they just built like this monument, and they're like, there you go. There's a we don't need to take care of you anymore. There's a monument. They just go to the monument.
I think America has forgotten about firefighters in general.
Yeah, it's a
We don't even praise the military anymore.
Well, so the military is different from firefighters because the military is tied up in policy, right? Like, so people, unless you agree with the policy, you don't praise the military is enacting the policy. So unless you agree with the policy, you don't agree with the military, you know? But firefighters, they don't get caught up in that. They help whoever for whatever reason, right? So they're outside of the political spectrum. And yeah, like the respect from the public is 100% there, but the respect from the government absolutely is not. Like in the past few years, you've seen firefighters' unions gutted, their benefits gutted. It's one of the lowest paying jobs in our county.
Yeah, but it's also one of the most dangerous.
So
we really need to up pensions for firefighters.
we need to up a lot of things for firefighters. I would say firefighters and rescue. Do you know that I make doing nothing, like I take naps, and I make way more than a seasoned paramedic in our county.
Like how much more?
A lot,
percentage,
a lot more. Enough to where it's like it's tangible. A lot more. That should not be the case. Somebody that's tasked with saving your life, they should be taken care of, but they're not. They're treated like shit.
Yeah.
But that's why I don't like the 9/11 memorial, because to me it seems like a cop out. Like it's very nice, it's very sweet, it's a very somber place, but to me it's a cop out.
What I always thought was a little bit of a cop out was the Pearl Harbor thing.
The Pearl Harbor memorial.
Yeah, because they also need to realize that civilians also died on Pearl Harbor.
Civilians they're memorialized in the Pearl Harbor.
They are?
I think so.
I thought it was just like naval personnel. There were also like some fighter planes managed to get up in the air to fight the Japanese, but they were shot down too.
I don't know anything about that.
Like they didn't just attack the ships; they also attacked some civilian areas, and they also attacked some P-40s that tried to fight them back.
Yeah, I'm not well versed in that. You want me to talk about firefighter compensation? I'm all for it. Not Pearl Harbor stuff, not so much.
I mean, I know a lot about Pearl Harbor because my birthday is Pearl Harbor.
I know.
I was born on the Memorial Day.
I know. You were born, and we lifted you up, and we proclaimed it's the day that will live in infamy.
Wait, did you actually?
No.
Oh, that's such a missed opportunity.
I know.
You should have done it.
I didn't get to do a lot of things. Like your mom was kind of weird when you were born. There was a lot of things I was planning, but that I didn't get to do. Like I always thought it was very important whenever someone comes into the world that they hear whatever song that they hear for the first time will sort of set the mood for the rest of their life.
I thought it was Kids by MGMT almost. I listened to that one a lot.
Well, so I had planned when you were born to play Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles, because I just thought that was, yeah.
Did you get to do that?
No, your mom insisted on playing, was it Bad Boy by Rihanna or something? It was some bullshit song. And then when that was over, she let me play it, and I was like, it doesn't matter anymore. She was not a nice person.
I don't even like Rihanna.
Good.
Maybe that's the reason why I don't like
That's
Rihanna.
the reason you don't like
Maybe telepathy took over, and I knew what your plan was, and then I already knew how bad of a mom she was gonna be.
Dave wants to set up a secret softball team, have people from each city host a team.
Oh.
We actually thought the podcast. So there, the podcast team, the group, one time we're talking about sponsoring the softball team down the road, sponsoring Everett's softball team. I forget what we were gonna call it, because so Sean Kelly, who was another guy who worked in the book, was really big. He sponsored a softball team and he coached a softball team, and they were the Brooklyn Beavers. There were a lot of jokes that he came up with the Brooklyn Beavers. Was it "Wait till we get wood"? Was one of them. It was nice. Anyway, Brooklyn Beavers. So we thought, in an homage to that we would sponsor, because we do charity stuff, right? Like, we raise money for charities, but it's very, very, it's not very often that you are able to see the results of your charity work. So we thought maybe one year we would just sponsor a baseball, like a little league team, but we just never did.
Yeah.
Yeah. You knew
Eve
Sean Kelly? Not really.
Eve was born on 9/11.
But on the podcast store for a long time, we sold a Brooklyn Beavers jersey, and we donated the money to this charity that Sean Kelly worked with.
Do you think we should... Wait, these are softball teams, football teams?
That was the one that Sean Kelly coached was a little league team.
Then why don't we do, like, jerseys for, like, little league teams in St. Augustine?
That's what we were talking about doing.
Do it. If there's, like,
It's a lot of work, man.
Conquistador team, you do it.
Yeah, so it's a lot of people say that, right? Like, to me, like, I have these ideas and people are like, just do it. And they don't realize how much work that is and how much stuff you do it, man.
Just in general, I think St. Augustine should have a football team.
We do.
No, like a full on,
like a pro team?
like the St. Augustine Conquistadors or something.
Well, Flagler's got the Knights. I don't know if they got a football team, but Hastings got the Panthers. It's Pop Warner, but
I mean, like, NFL team.
Oh, you want an NFL team? We're not big enough for that, dude.
Yeah, it's 70,000. And plus, a lot of people know us. I think, like, almost every American in the South knows this place.
Yeah, but still, we don't have the infrastructure and stuff for that.
Yeah, and also the money goes to the wrong people.
Let's bring it back to the secret, though.
Right, I'm sorry. Been off topic for like 20 minutes.
It's all right. You got a little bit of time left. Was there anything else, like anything that you've noticed in your life that's been weird because of the secret that you don't understand, or?
We've been driving a lot.
Yeah.
Too much. Way too much.
Where? What do you mean?
Just driving in general. Like, I know we've driven to all these places. If we're going to places like Roanoke, if it's all the way up there, why not just take like a 2-hour flight?
Roanoke doesn't really have an airport. You can't really fly into Roanoke.
Don't they have like little regional airports?
They do, but that's very expensive.
Like St. Augustine Regional to like Roanoke Regional?
It's very expensive. They don't really do direct flights like that. You'd have to charter a plane or something.
To charter a plane?
Roanoke is really far away from a major airport. So flying in will take longer than it will take to drive in, and it will cost an insane amount of money. But yeah, we've been driving. Me and Rachel have been driving a lot. We've been like leaving you here because you don't want to go with us. But we've been dealing with some stuff for JM.
GM?
JM, guy that died. You remember JM?
Only person I know that died I can hear of.
John Michaels.
Oh,
please stop twisting.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my God. I really have to level that again now.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
That's all right. That's going to take a long time.
It's just the only person that I can think of that I know is dead was Austin, and none of these people know who Austin is.
Yeah, nobody knows who Austin is. John Michaels was the guy that I used to do the podcast with.
Yeah.
You met him, but you were young.
What happened?
He died.
How?
He had a heart attack.
Where?
In bed.
When? Just at night, like in his sleep?
Yep.
At what year?
A couple years ago. Can't remember.
Like
three or 4 years ago.
So like 2021?
Yeah, something sounds right.
Poor guy.
Yeah, it sucks.
Heart goes out for that guy.
Yeah. He had a heart attack.
Yeah. I mean, it's sad.
Yeah. So, but we've been doing some stuff for him. Then that's been causing us to drive around a lot. Just trying to button up something that he left undone.
Yeah.
That's kept us away quite a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to be able to get it done, but we're trying. Like, it'd be good for his family if we could.
All right. That's about all the questions I got.
That's all the questions you got. They got any questions for you? Let's see if they got anything for you.
All right.
We'll just sit and stare at the screen until they come up with something.
I can do that.
Great show.
I do.
Great show, dude.
I do.
You did a great show. People, see, I'm telling you, man, you're an awesome dude. People like you.
Yeah.
Sometimes you think you're not, but you are. You're an awesome dude. See, they all think so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, is there anybody who wants to ask anything? I'll give you like another couple minute.
What do you want to do for college?
I already said I want to do
Business?
St. John's River State business, maybe management, like Destiny did.
Yeah, it's a good overall roundy thing.
Yeah, and if I do management, I could do this. I saw this. I was in learning strats class, and we're doing like this little program, like this little assignment for like career study, like trying to figure out what job you want.
Yeah.
And when I went to management, like we put in the degree we're looking to get, a bachelor's in management. That's what I put in. Apparently, there's like a $129,000 per year job where you could try to keep the public image of a company up, and that's it.
Yeah, yeah.
Or
Publicity?
for like 130, you could do like solving disputes between.
When did this
employees.
come out? Because $130,000 is not a lot of money anymore. That's not like a
It's
great.
new.
That's not like a great paying job anymore.
I don't think any great paying jobs are around anymore.
Do you like Star Wars or Star Trek?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've never been like a huge interest in either. I've always liked Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers is good. Marvel or DC?
DC.
Yeah, Superman. It's hard to get away from Superman.
There's a star.
I've
always just
Erica asked if we were buttoning up the tribute. No, it has nothing to do with treasure hunts. It's a personal thing.
Okay, somebody's asking Batman or Superman, Coke and Pepsi. I'm gonna go with Superman and Pepsi. I've always loved Pepsi.
When's your birthday and what restaurant do you like best? Those are like scammer style questions. What's your mother's maiden name?
Okay, so December 7th, so the memorial on 9/11, I call myself a disaster baby because, you know, and my favorite restaurant, it's not around anymore, but I loved it, and the only reason why they're not around anymore was because of a lease dispute. It was called Gas Full Service.
Yeah.
It was a small little American restaurant in St. Augustine. It was on the island just off of the Lions Bridge, right there.
He knows. He knows where it is.
Oh.
What's the best thing that your dad cooks? Do you know your mother's maiden name?
Melissa.
Maiden.
Roscoe.
Very good.
Now it's Shoe.
Yeah.
Shoe. S-H-E.
What's the best thing your dad cooks?
Either... Well, this isn't exactly cook. Banana pudding.
Yeah.
This, he makes a good shepherd's pie sometimes. Chicken and rice, which is pretty good to make. Mac and cheese. Definitely mac and cheese. And this one little dish that I don't know if he like made it up, but it was while we were living in the Black House. He used to make it all the time when I was little, but he never makes it anymore. Spaghetti pie.
Oh, yeah. That shit was birthed out of being poor, dude.
Yeah, that's like a struggle meal.
Yeah, it was a struggle.
He literally
for real.
grabbed spaghetti and put it in pie crust.
Yeah.
And it actually wasn't
It's very
bad.
good.
It
Yeah.
was pretty good. It was the ultimate struggle meal.
Yeah. That's poverty like
At its
genius.
finest.
Yes. That's what it is.
Like, remember, people, being poor sucks. I would not recommend being
It's
poor.
not that bad.
I know, but I still would not recommend being poor.
You get creative, right? Like
True.
So what I've learned in life is that people who don't have money and people who have money, no matter how much money they have, like we've dealt with some people who have quite a bit of money,
Just
right?
look at Beverly Beach, man.
Yeah. What I've learned in life is that all of those people have the same number of problems. They're just different problems, you know? So like it's not any better to be wealthy than it is to be poor. It's just some things are easier, but some things are harder. And then when you're poor, some things are easier, but some things are harder. It's weird.
Like, it's easier to resolve certain, like, creative problems when you're poor, but financial problems are a big thing. But then when it's the rich kind of thing, it's the other way around. You're not as... Well, some people are very creative. Just look at Bill Gates, what he made. Or the guy who made Amazon. He made it out of a garage. And,
Yeah.
but, like, you can do these financial things, but a lot of times, if you're just a guy who got a bunch of money from maybe your rich grandpa passed away and it just got inherited to you, and now you're living in a giant mansion on Beverly Beach and driving a Corvette, you're not gonna, like, no struggle.
Yeah,
And you're not gonna know what to do in a tough situation.
That's true.
Over here, we know how to do things in tough situations.
Do we?
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's fun. All right. Let's see. So, you have no other questions about the secret?
No.
They don't look like they have any other questions. We've talked about food. We've talked about birthdays. We've talked about mothers' maiden names.
Yeah.
Those people have tough situations too. Some, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about money. What else? What else is on your mind, kid? This is the hard thing about live streaming, man, because you got to go for a while. Like, we've been going for 56 minutes, and I'll give you a little bit longer. I'm not gonna make you go this whole 2 hours.
106.
Well, we weren't streaming for that whole time.
All right.
I'm not gonna make you go the whole 2 hours, but you gotta, like, if you're ever gonna consider streaming, which you've talked to me about before, like, we got you a setup, you gotta learn how to keep ideas and conversations going. So you gotta be able to on the fly just come up with shit. So what you got, man? What you got for us? Would you ever go on a secret cruise?
Yes.
Yeah, he wants to go on the cruise real bad.
Please.
Speaking of which, I'm supposed to tell everybody that if you're going on the cruise, if you're not going on the cruise, like, so there's a life hack for cruise, right? Like, you buy in advance and the tickets are cheap, and then they get more expensive and more expensive the closer you get to the cruise, and then they just drop the closer you get to the cruise. So for, like, the next week, cruise tickets are like $600 for 2 people. So if you want to go, it's like $600. And everything's included, so except for alcohol.
And
so if you want to go, you I don't think we can book it. Like, I don't know if Natalie can book it for you. You got to book it through Carnival.
I really
Natalie might be able to help you. You got $600?
I don't, but I still want to go.
I know, but you got school, man. That sucks for you. After you get out of school, you can do whatever you want.
I know, but I don't have a lot happening at school right now. Everything is literally practice. It's like not a lot even happens during the first quarter until like the last 2 weeks. I'm only 4 weeks in.
Yeah, but you've only got a certain amount of days. You only got a certain amount of days you can miss. So yeah, if you want to go, book, because we're leaving next week. And then if you are on the cruise, Rachel wants me to tell everybody that there's a party bus. Sign up for that.
I'm not going on a disco bus at 7 in the morning.
It's like at 9 o'clock in the morning. I don't understand.
9 in the morning for disco and karaoke. That's not my thing.
I don't think there's karaoke. I think it's just a party bus.
I want to sit down on the back of the cruise line, sipping a virgin margarita, and looking at.
Well, I gotta be virgin, man. You're out in the middle of the ocean. You'll be fine.
There's international law.
Not for that. There's not. But no, you can't drink on the cruise because I think you can drink on the cruise after you're 18.
Well, what if like they have like a virgin margarita? I've always wanted to try margarita.
It's just lime juice. You just want some lime juice?
That's literally all it is.
This is about what it is. Yeah.
Is it just like lime juice and vodka?
It's lime juice for a margarita. It's lime juice, tequila, and triple sec.
That's it.
That's about it.
How would they make a virgin version?
A virgin version?
Yes.
Or a virgin? A version of... so you would have to remove the triple second tequila and it would just be lime juice.
What if they did lime juice and some kind of citrusy soda instead? Like...
You want like a Sprite?
Like a Starry with lime juice in it.
That's a Sprite. When you do that, you make a noise that travels through the mic.
Oh.
That's a streaming life pro tip for you.
Yeah.
Get the kid a Shirley Temple. Yeah.
Isn't that just like a... I know it has like cranberry in it.
I don't know, dude. I think it's got cherry something. I don't know. Like grenadine and something else.
Shirley Temple. virgin pina coladas.
Yeah.
I am not a coconut man.
Just because Sarah's on, I'll tell her. Next Sunday, we're all getting together at the Holiday Inn at the Miami airport. The anniversary cast will be there. Brian Zen's going to be there. Everybody from the cruise is going to be there. There's a bunch of people going. It's called the Miami Mini Meetup. There's an event on the group. You guys should come out if you're in South Florida.
Wait, if I have school, what if we tell them I'm going on a week-long religious event and just do that? We could just tell them, hey, we're Mormons and we're doing this one event. We're going to be gone for like a week on this religious exchange.
You would like to lie in the name of the Lord?
Okay.
My man. It would work.
It would work.
No, we're not going to do that. You're going to go to school because, you know, you gotta. And remember, though, just like last year, if you get C's and above, if you don't get any D's, you can go on a cruise.
That's easy.
You say that.
It genuinely is. I messed up on one assignment when the teacher left, and now I'm here.
Yeah. And you're not going on a cruise.
No.
Sorry, dude. There's always next year. Next year, we're going to Vegas. You want to go to Vegas next year?
Yes.
Okay. Get good grades. Next year, we're going to Vegas, and then the year after that, I think we're doing a West Coast cruise.
Okay, maybe not West Coast.
You don't want to go West Coast? You don't want to go...
If it's California, no.
Why not?
I don't like California.
Why not? I love California.
It's too much.
Too much what?
In general, there's too much. There's too many people. There's too many rich people.
You want to go to New York?
Cities.
And California is too much for you?
There's multiple cities with millions of people in them that add up to
Yeah.
over the population in New York. And at
Yeah.
least I can handle most, not people, but like the overall scenery of New York. I prefer it. I prefer East Coast over West.
You'd probably like California. They're real laid back.
Yeah, a little too laid back.
No, that's all right. That's fine.
I mean, the only thing left in Los Angeles, like, it used to be culture, but now it's just coffee shops, banks, and pharmacies.
How do you know you've never been there?
Culture. I've seen
Jason.
videos.
Dude, you've never been there.
I know New Orleans is culture. I want to go
New
there.
Orleans is culture. I'll take you to New Orleans. Are you coming to Halloween Horror Nights? Apparently, we're all going to Halloween Horror Nights.
They have a Fallout one.
They do have a Fallout one. Yeah, so if we go, we'll take you. All right, do we know which hotel in Vegas? No.
Are there any mafia-owned ones left?
I think you can go to any of the hotels because, like, the conference is generally held at the convention center.
I was going to say we could do, like, one of those hotels previously owned by the mafia, but they just tore them all down.
Yeah. All right, are we done?
I guess.
Okay. All right. Then I guess we're done. Do you want to say bye to everybody?
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks for having me.
everything. It's been a lot of fun.